Hello everybody, welcome back. GDKO 2024 is about to crash headfirst into the semi-finals. The top 3 ranked devs from this round will be automatically qualified, and the remaining 12 will be pitted head-to-head, with the dev ranking highest progressing. Those devs who fail to win the head-to-head will be at the mercy of guest judge Spacespy, and only one of those devs will be saved and get a pass into the next round. Landing the first automatic place is crowd favourite Hugbug, with track and field 3D. For an unfinished game, Hugbug has done immensely well, cramming every last ounce of juice and polish into it. Even winning the gold by default, because the event wasn't finished, was rewarding. Take part in a series of true to the original events, with retro style graphics portrayed in a perfectly polished 3D arena. Are you good enough to win the gold? Hugbug certainly seems to be in the running for it in GDKO. Josh remains the top contender in GDKO, dropping 1 place from first to second with Track of the Rings, a game whereby you must buy your rings after accumulating money from taking part in the events. You get a choice of 3 rings to buy, with each their own unique and fun buffs. You aren't stuck with what you got, however, as you can sell rings to make space for new ones based on the event you're taking part in. The animations and old-style TV look of the game really do well to give the game that retro vibe. The biggest mover of the round, jumping from 8th to 1st, is Q34, coming top of the pile with Duck and Field. If GDKO has taught us anything, it's that the crowd love a good duck game, and this was a good duck game. Move over Duck on Wheels, this duck has taken to the sky, the track, and the hearts of the GDKO community. Compete over 4 wonderfully fun rounds to attain a high score and rank on the leaderboard. The rounds are short and extremely replayable, the artwork is fun, and the minimal soundtrack all fit together seamlessly. Now that we know we're not losing our beloved Hugbug, Josh and Q34, well done, you can sit back down and relax, we now need to find out who will be at the mercy of the GDKO judges. To pair the devs in this round, I've made a random pairing simulator in Construct 3. I'll be uploading it after the round, so you can see how it works, and that it really is totally random. Sigil sadly submitted an incomplete game this round with just the one event. Mash spacebar to gain power and jump as high as possible. Sigil only manages to jump into 14th place, so Dev Pirates must avoid placing dead last to progress. Dev Pirates opted to continue the Crunkle saga in an eerie game of survival. Play a variety of events dastardly devised by Crunkles in a hope not to win gold, but merely stay alive. Dev Pirates sails in comfortably in 5th place and simultaneously sends top seed Sigil to the elimination room. GDKO veteran game favourites has continued on from his round 3 entry using mind control mechanics as the basis for the competition. But with an 11th place finish, will game favourites need mind control tactics to coerce the crowd into voting him into the semi-finals. Wolfran submitted World Runner, a game that gives you a real sense of competition right from the get-go, by letting you design your own player character and choose which country you will be competing for. Play through a wonderful roster of events in an attempt to take home the gold. It'll be Wolfran taking home the gold in this head-to-head, as an 8th place finish is more than enough to send game favourites into the elimination room. Avengi is certainly proving he belongs in GDKO with a top 10 finish in round 3, but has his horror take on the arcade classic enough to beat Hazmat's Sir Spectacles. Use your axe to bust out of the room and run, jump and time your way to safety. Hazmat has continued the Sir Spectacles saga once more, with Sir Spectacles saves the Summer Olympics. Button mashing at its finest, beat Mr. Monocle in a collection of events inspired by and true to the original classic track and field. Avengi notches up a 4th place finish, which means Hazmat must now face a foe more menacing than Mr. Monocle if he wants to stay in the competition. Round 3 wildcard Spooky Roblox Man 999 bounces back from the jaws of elimination with Reverse Olympics, a game where you play to hinder the other competitors. What a wonderfully unique take on the task. But is it enough to run Patrick off the road? Patrick W. Crawford avoided elimination round 3 with another installment of Race and Paper. Keeping true to the original art style, Patrick has submitted Strode Olympics, a game where you use your bicycle and car to mimic Olympic events. A close round, but Spooky Roblox Man 999 has ranked 3 places higher with a 7th place finish to secure a place in the semi-final and put Patrick at risk of elimination. Pachua, like many, has decided to expand on a previous entry. In Otter Olympics, you have to compete the 100-meter dash as fast as possible with an otter. Will it be enough, however, to beat high-flying Hazmat and his game That Kinda Seems Like Cheating, an hilarious take on the Olympic events using a ragdoll player character? Pachua may feel that Hazmat is cheating, as That Kinda Seems Like Cheating has leapt into the semi-finals with a very respectable 5th place finish. Ultra Hyper Track and Field Extreme 3000 from Larry is a quick-fire minigame romp with some loosely associated events to the Olympics. Compete in Pong, button mash left and right, and bouncy ball game, all packaged up in a 1-bit retro style, and with a 12th place finish and only 15 entries, will it be enough to give Spoonsweet his medicine? Sadly, Spoonsweet wasn't able to submit a playable entry, landing him in last place. All hope is not lost though, as we now need to head over to the guest judge Spacespy, who will be picking his wildcard and making up the 10th and final semi-final spot. Round 4 is the final round that Game Dev Market are giving away their $25 of store credits. Well done to Q34 for winning that prize. Message me in the Discord to claim. As for the other prizes, here's a rundown of the highest ranked devs for their respective game engines so far in the competition. There is only one place available in the semi-finals. Who will be progressing? Let's head over to see if Spacespy can help us out. 9 devs are now through to the semi-finals, and 6 devs remain at the hands of guest judge Spacespy for the wildcard pick.
There was some really stiff competition this round, and picking a wildcard certainly wasn't easy. However, after much consideration, my wildcard pick for the round is Hazmat, with Sir Spectacles saves the Summer Olympics. Well done Hazmat, and well done to everyone else who's making it through to the semi-finals.
Sadly, we have to say goodbye to some wonderfully talented devs, but only one can win GDKO. If you've been enjoying the competition so far, the GDKO 2025 Round 1 itch page is up and you can join via the link in the description. Who knows, maybe your game will be bidding for a place in the semi-final next year. Congratulations to our semi-finalists. 10 devs remain to fight it out one last time for a place in the highly coveted GDKO final. We've whittled down over 100 devs from round 1 and only 10 remain standing. To make it this far is truly a job well done. You've showcased your ability to make quality games that are highly ranked among your peers, pace and staying power, the fortitude to manage burnout, and these are all qualities that will serve you well from here out. It could literally be anyone's game. Let's now take a look and see what's in store for you all in the semi-final. Before we continue with the competition, I'd like to give a massive thank you and a shout out to my wonderful Patreon and YouTube channel members, Foozle CC, Retro Galaxy, Olivia Bernier, Amari Lewis, Enmark Games, Jess Matt, Tor Hamak Alexanderson, Martin K, Julian Cruz, 8-Bit Gamer, Davey Wagneroff, John Allegreza, Dan, and an extra special thank you to Adrian Rosario. Thank you so much for supporting the channel and helping to keep GDKO running every year. If you'd like more information about what's on offer on the Patreon, there's a link in the description. The guest judge for round 5 will be Pigdev. Pigdev uses the Godot game engine and has a YouTube channel packed with content, tutorials and advice for game developers just like you.
The round 5 team is all about polish. So for this task you can do any game you like, with any length, any genre, any complexity, just make the game. But this time around you won't be judged based on the polish that you apply to the gameplay itself. Instead, you'll be judged based on the polish that you apply to the game user interface. Things like the buttons, the bars, the menus, the screens, so the main screen, the credit screen, and even the cutscenes. These elements are more than not left behind when we do game jams because we are usually focused on the gameplay itself. But these elements are what actually makes a game feels like a game. So this time around, we are going to put these elements on stage and highlight them.
Good luck to everyone still in the running to be crowned GDKO 2024 winner, and I'll see you again in a few weeks to reveal the final task and the 5 devs who will be making it to the final of GDKO 2024.